We asked 5 different AIs one simple question. Who are the greatest captains in football history? Their choices were based on leadership, success, charisma, presence, and respect. And the results? Exactly what we were looking for. So let's find out who made it into the list. Because here, AI decides. Number 20, Carlos Alberto Torres. Brazil's 1970 World Cup winner wasn't just a captain. He was a conductor orchestrating the most beautiful football ever played. While others shouted orders, Carlos Alberto led with infectious joy and unshakable confidence. His teammates trusted him completely because he trusted them first. Leadership, perfection, and pure Brazilian soul in one explosive finish. Number 19, Oliver Kahn. Kahn didn't wear the armband, he weaponized it. His eyes alone could break an opponent's concentration. At the 2002 World Cup, he carried Germany to the final through sheer willpower and superhuman saves. As Bayern captain, he collected trophy after trophy while setting standards so high that teammates feared disappointing him more than losing. Intensity personified, legend cemented. Number 18, Iker Casillas. While others talked, Casillas won. He captained Spain through their golden era. Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, Euro 2012. 3 major tournaments, 3 titles, 0 drama. In the 2010 World Cup final, with one leg and immense pain, he made the save that won Spain their first star. Leadership isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just being unbreakable when it matters most. Number 17, John Terry. Chelsea's most decorated captain turned defending into an art of controlled violence. 5 Premier League titles, countless last-ditch blocks, and a willingness to sacrifice his body that bordered on insane. He played through injuries that would end other players' seasons. When Chelsea needed a leader, Terry didn't just step up. He became the immovable force that made Stamford Bridge feel like a fortress where defeat simply wasn't allowed. Number 16, Lothar Matthäus. A World Cup winner, Ballon d'Or champion, and Germany's most capped player ever with 150 appearances. He captained Germany to the 1990 World Cup, dominating from midfield with precision and ruthless efficiency. His leadership philosophy was simple. Be the best player on the pitch, then demand everyone else matches your level. Genius, drive, and German efficiency in its purest form. Number 15, Tony Adams. From rock bottom to mountaintop, Adams publicly battled addiction, entered rehab, and returned to captain Arsenal's Invincibles, the only team to go unbeaten through an entire Premier League season. 4 league titles wearing the armband. He led by example because he'd survived the worst and came back stronger. Redemption has never looked so powerful. Number 14, Philipp Lahm. The captain who never needed to raise his voice because his performance did the talking. Lahm lifted the 2014 World Cup after a tournament of tactical perfection. 8 Bundesliga titles with Bayern, never a red card in his entire career, and the rare honor of being trusted in any position on the field. He revolutionized what captaincy could be. Lead through intelligence, consistency, elegance, and making everyone around you better without saying a word. Number 13, Didier Deschamps. 2 Champions League titles with 2 different clubs as captain. A World Cup trophy in 1998, lifting an entire nation. Deschamps wasn't the star. He was the engine that made stars shine brighter. He led through clarity and calm, turning complex matches into simple missions everyone could follow. What made him special wasn't talent, but his unmatched ability to unite egos and make every player feel essential. Number 12, Javier Zanetti. 858 matches in an Inter shirt, 19 seasons of absolute commitment. 16 major trophies, including the unforgettable 2010 treble. Zanetti played at world-class levels past his 40th birthday, never taking shortcuts, never faking injuries, never complaining. He captained with actions, first to training, last to leave, perfect professional every single day. Inter retired his number 4 because replacing Zanetti wasn't just impossible, it would have been disrespectful. Number 11, Francesco Totti. 28 years, 785 matches, 1 club, 1 eternal love story. Totti rejected Barcelona, Real Madrid, and endless riches to stay in Rome. He captained Roma for 19 seasons, became their all-time top scorer, and turned loyalty into legacy. A World Cup winner with Italy in 2006, but his greatest achievement was simpler. He showed millions that staying home and fighting for your people can make you more legendary than chasing glory elsewhere. Number 10. Johan Cruyff. Cruyff captained by clarity. At Ajax and with the Netherlands, he didn't bark orders. He set a collective mindset. Teammates talk about how a single gesture from him changed their choices. When to pass, when to press, when to slow the game. He kept pressure off others by shouldering responsibility, asked for the ball in tight moments, and defended his young teammates in hostile environments. Results followed because his calm confidence turned ideas into action. That's why he belongs in the top 10. Number 9. Sergio Ramos. Ramos led through competitive fire and timing. When Real Madrid needed control, he organized the back line. When they needed belief, he attacked set pieces like a striker. He never hid from risk, which gave teammates permission to be brave. In finals, he brought the group back to the moment with simple messages, eye contact, clear tasks. 4 European Cups with him as the emotional anchor tell the story. He dragged standards upward and refused to let them drop. Number 8. Bobby Moore. Moore captained with respect, won from opponents, referees, and, crucially, his own team. He read danger early, placed teammates into safer positions, and calmed games that were spiraling. England's 1966 run shows his method. Clean interventions, no panic, constant communication. He didn't need dramatic speeches. His reliability made others taller. That World Cup lift is iconic not only for the trophy, but for the poise of the man holding it. A masterclass in composed leadership. Number 7. Steven Gerrard. Gerrard's leadership came from his ability to change the energy of a game instantly. He sensed when Anfield needed a spark and supplied it. Tackles that woke the stadium, long passes that turned defense into attack, and goals that reset belief. Inside the dressing room, he was direct but protective, taking heat after bad nights and shielding younger players. Istanbul is the headline, but the pattern is weekly. When Liverpool wobbled, he went first into the fire. That reliability under stress is why teammates still call him captain. Number 6. Roy Keane. Keane set non-negotiables, intensity in training, concentration in transitions, and total accountability. He confronted problems early, sometimes bluntly, which kept standards high and excuses low. In difficult away fixtures, he simplified the message. Win duels, control the middle, run harder than them. United followed because they knew he would do the ugly work first. He wasn't there to be liked. He was there to make winning inevitable. That ruthless clarity puts him just outside the top 5. Number 5. Franco Baresi. Baresi captained AC Milan's most disciplined era without theatrics. He organized a high line before it was fashionable, squeezing space so teammates could play higher and braver. When pressure rose, he slowed the group down. 2 touches when everyone else wanted 1. A pass backwards to reset shape. A look that said, "We're fine." Young defenders learned positioning from standing next to him. Trophies came because he made excellence feel routine. Training habits, defensive distances, communication every minute. He rarely celebrated himself. He celebrated the structure. That quiet authority built trust across the team and made winning feel like the natural outcome. Number 4. Diego Maradona. Maradona's captaincy was emotional gravity. With Argentina in 1986, every teammate felt larger when he stepped on the field. He took responsibility for chaos, absorbing defenders, absorbing pressure, and absorbing criticism, so others could play free. He spoke to teammates in simple human terms. Give me the ball, keep running, I'll find you. That mixture of courage and care made a fractured group believe together. Beyond the famous goals, his leadership was about carrying weight so others didn't have to. In the biggest moments, he asked for more, not less, and delivered. That's why his armband became a national symbol. Number 3. Carles Puyol. Puyol captained by service. He protected stars, confronted distractions, and took responsibility for defensive pain so creative players could express themselves. Training standards were non-stop. Last out, first to tackle, first to sprint back. In finals, he simplified. win your duel, cover your teammate, celebrate the block. He refused to let ego overtake the collective, and he modeled humility with every gesture. Handshakes, apologies, encouragement. Barcelona and Spain stacked trophies because their spine trusted him. When the game tilted, everyone looked to Puyol and the line straightened. Number 2. Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini captained AC Milan for 15 years and redefined what defensive elegance could be. 5 Champions League titles, 7 Series A crowns, and a career so flawless, he made defending look like an art form reserved for masters. He never relied on aggression, just perfect positioning, impossible timing, and a football brain that saw danger before it developed. His teammates followed him because he embodied Milan's soul. Class, consistency, and an unshakable winning mentality. For over 2 decades, wearing the armband felt natural because Maldini didn't just lead Milan, he was Milan. Number 1. Franz Beckenbauer. Franz Beckenbauer was football royalty before he ever wore the armband. The Kaiser captained Bayern Munich and West Germany with an authority that felt almost supernatural. He read the whole field from sweeper, dictating tempo with passes and calming storms with interceptions. He lifted the 1974 World Cup on home soil, orchestrating victories with the calm of someone who knew the result before kickoff. As captain, he revolutionized how defenders could dominate matches, not through tackles, but through vision, positioning, and an almost arrogant composure under pressure. 2 Ballon d'Ors proved he was the world's best, but his leadership made everyone around him believe they were invincible. The balance is unique: tactical intelligence, emotional steadiness, and the authority to make big groups believe. That complete package is why the AIs converged on him at number 1. So, here they are, the captains the AIs believe are the greatest in football history. Think your list would be better? Prove it in the comments. Then test your knowledge. In our next video, AI creates the best World Cup 11 of all time. Some of the players you just saw made that team too. So, can you build a better lineup? I don't think so, because here, AI decides.